Hello, friends. How are you? Hello, hello. Hope everybody is doing well. I know my mics are on. I can see it. Mic is on. We're good tonight. No craziness. Hello, hello. How are you? Hope you had a good week. I'll just wait till I make sure people can see me because sometimes it's a little delayed. How you guys doing? Hello, Rainbow. It is a hint for what's to come today. So we are going to, well, I'm going to, and you can choose to if you want to, totally going to be making rainbow backgrounds because my holiday village this year, my paper village is going to be a rainbow village. So very excited. Hello from Christchurch. Hello, hello. Your first trip to Vicki land. I love it. Welcome. Buckle up. We're going to have fun. Hi, Jen. Hello, Dion. Miriam, how are you? Yes, I have my little house earrings on. Rainbow houses, right? So fun. You sent me an email. I'll have to look, Julie, which email address? I have been off the grid for a couple of days. I slowed down and took a little bit of a break because I need it. I need it this month, but excited to be crafting with you guys. Hi, Patty. How are you? Rhonda. Hi, Deb. So many friends are here tonight. Hola, Lizette in Puerto Rico. Hello from South Africa. I love it. We have friends from all over the world tonight, so it's very exciting. Hello, Melissa. Hello, Yessie. How are you? So we'll have lots to talk about tonight because my plan is it's your 50th birthday. It's Stacy's 50th birthday today. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Stacy. Very exciting. Now I'm in the old ladies club. Wow. Right? Age is nothing but a number. So this week I felt a little bit like an old lady. Very, very tired. Hi, Irene. How are you? And then I went out for a ladies' night on Wednesday and then laid in bed all day Thursday and watched Selling Sunset. Rich kept going, how long is this show? And I'm like, it's on Netflix. I'm binging. This is binge watching. I feel like doing it and I'm doing it. So I love it. So it's been a good week. I've made plans. I have my trees up, but not decorated yet. And then we pulled out the 100 bins of Christmas. And Christmas is going to vomit all over my house. Hi, Robin. How are you? So, yes, that's what's going to be happening. I've missed so many Facebook Lives. I've missed so much. It's all recorded. It's all there whenever you're ready to come back to it, right? So no worries. No worries. I have this sweater on because I was wearing this rainbow, my Old Navy rainbow sweater to celebrate our Rainbow Village beginning. And I'm dying. It's way too freaking hot. And I don't have anything on underneath, so I can't strip it off tonight and wear my tank top like I normally do, but oh my goodness, so hot. Hello, so exciting to be combining my love for Christmas with your Friday Night Lives. I love it. I love it. We're going to have a lot of fun. So I'm not going to talk to you guys face forward for very long. If you guys are in my Warm Wishes group, I talked about doing a class on Sunday, and I might just do it on my YouTube and just have it out there. So anybody who wants to join in can. But we will be using the rest of our scraps. So I think on Sunday, I will pop on for in the afternoon for a couple of hours and just use some Warm Wishes goodies. So I think it'll be fun. Did you buy the rainbow bottle brush trees from Target? My friend Greta bought them for me and mailed them. Do you have pants on? I do, Patty. Funny. So I just showered and I put my makeup on and I was like going, oh, my hair turned out. I was feeling good. And all you have to do is walk into your teenager's room and you no longer feel good about anything. So I walk in there and she goes, what are you wearing? Because I have gray sweatpants with embroidered stars, rainbow stars on them. She's like, can anybody see you from the waist down? No, Devin, they can't. And even if they could, they're my friends and they wouldn't judge me like you just did because it matches. It's just looks like I have my pajamas on. But yes, so funny, right? Teenagers. So anyway, yeah, that was fun. She's like, "What are you wearing?" And I'm like, "Oh, Devin, I'm wearing my outfit to go play with my friends." Whatever. I don't do Christmas since Mom passed, but hubby bought a live tree last week and it smells so good. I love that, Leanne. You do whatever feels good for you, right? But yes, this year I'm going to do rainbow. I really love neutral. Like I love what we did last year. And I was said to my mom, should I do the same or will it be bad? And she's like, do something different. It'll be fun. And I'm like, okay, Mom. So I'm very excited. So when I flip the camera, I'm going to explain the things so you have an idea of what you can purchase if you want to play along. And what's nice is I found the base of what I want to build this inspired by hula hoop wreath. You can talk to me. Hi. Are you on live? Yeah. I just told everybody what you said to me. What? Are you going to wear that? What are you wearing?
Did you tell them the whole story though?
Yes, they like my pants. So, see? Tell them I'm cool, Devin.
I didn't. I thought they saw your whole body, and I said,
"Come and say hello to everybody, so you aren't a weirdo over there. Come say hello. Get over here. You look cute. You combed your hair.
Am I in it? Oh,
yes, that's my baby girl. Hey. So okay, get out. I'm done with you now. Are you leaving, or did you want money? Well, like, what did you want?
I'll talk to you later.
Okay, if you want money, you can take.
I already paid for bowling.
Okay. You don't want cash for like snacks or anything? Mm-hmm. Okay, get out then. Okay, bye. Get out.
Bye.
Sorry. Welcome to the Booten House, right? Welcome to the Booten House. This is what happens. But anyway. So I'm going to flip the camera. She's a handful. She is. She's a handful. Good thing she's cute. Good thing she's cute. But yeah. See, you laughed at my pants again. You just saw that. Just saw that happen right now. She laughed at my pants. So I'm going to flip the camera and let's talk about what the plans are. Because any way you want to play with this, you can totally play along. Make the backgrounds and you can cut any die cuts out of them. You don't have to do Christmas. If Christmas isn't your jam, if it's not something you celebrate, you don't have to make this Christmasified. You can make a paper village for anything. You just wouldn't add the Christmas part, right? Or you could cut flowers out of it or whatever you want to do, and you can do any version of this. So what the plan is for tonight is we will start the mixed media backgrounds that then I will cut my Tim Holtz paper village out of. I will then use some of those backgrounds to do other things. Because what my plan is I would like to make a layout. I would like to do I'm going to draw some cut files this week so that you'll have cut files. It's a little bit of everything. I can never make everybody happy. Some people don't have electronic die cutting machines, and that's unfortunate, but it's the easiest thing that I can do for free to give everybody. And if you do have one, that's great. And if you don't, I'm sorry. Hopefully, maybe your friend or you know somebody who can cut some things out for you. But it's just the easiest thing for me to do for free that I don't have to ship or that everybody could access. So we will be doing that. And I'm going to do this wreath, which will take, so I'm going to be going live next week, probably Tuesday again. If you can't join me live, that's fine. But so I can get through all of the things. I will be going live multiple times this month. I have the idea that I would like to do a pom-pom wreath. I wanted a green one. I wanted green pom-poms. It's because I'm doing rainbow for this. And then I don't know what else I'm going to do on it, but that's another idea. And then a layout. So those are my goal. Hopefully maybe a card. 3 to 4 things that we can complete through the month of December. So it's game on now. And for some of you who didn't even know what you're getting yourself into tonight, you will see, I'm going to grab it. I gave the wreath away we made last year. We made a paper wreath and it was really fun. And I did that because everybody could access, hopefully, a circle punch or cut leaves. So that's why we did that. If, you know, it was very time consuming. So, let me grab if you haven't seen it, I'll show you what we did last year. It's on the floor because I have been cleaning and cleaning and cleaning. So this is what we did last year with the Paper Village. So all of those bases were created like we're going to do tonight, all in neutrals. So my idea for tonight is that we will do, try not to trip on that. Hi, Libby, how are you? A whole bunch of rainbow backgrounds, and then all of the roofs of the houses are going to be done in gold and silver. And I'm thinking that we're going to mix iridescent with my distress inks. I'm going to make them rainbow unicorn houses. So I love it. We're going to have so much fun. So thank you, Tisha. And this sweater is from Old Navy. So if you guys saw it when it was on sale, I bought, and Patty laughed at me. I bought the rainbow Sherpa sweater. I bought the rainbow socks, the rainbow blanket, a rainbow scarf, and this rainbow shirt when everything was on 50% off. Because yeah, that's what happened. So I'm excited. Let's flip the camera. I'm done talking. Everybody who's going to be here, I think I've given you time to get here. I might have to grab a couple of drinks because I'm very parched today. Keisha just got back from vacation. Very nice. Where did you go? Was it somewhere warm? I'm not sure where you went. So let's flip the camera and I'm going to talk to you about the things and we're going to get started, because then if I get you started with one or two colors, even if we don't finish all of the rainbow tonight, you totally can keep doing it. Okay, so I love it. So let's flip the camera and I'm going to tell you, Ada, right now. All right, doop, doop. Here we go. There we go. Need coffee. Whatever you need, Denise. I'm not judging you. Whatever you need. This is easy tonight. But we have to go through all of the steps so we can do the things, right? Okay. How do I say your name? Is it Marietta? Marietta? I hope I'm not totally butchering your name. It looks like a beautiful name. So I hope that I said it kind of correctly. I'm going to go through all the things, Ada, because it's what I do. So rainbow. Rainbow can be any water-soluble mediums that you have, right? So you can, I'm just moving my laptop so I can see your comments. Pick whatever color palette you want. My idea is that I'm going to do a rainbow. I don't know if I'll use all of them, but I have lots of color choices here, and then I can decide. I know that I'm going to want mustard seed and not the fossilized amber, so I will show you the colors. But like I said, you don't have to be tied into what I'm doing. I just got candy apple. Didn't have it. I have foundations paper. I have my rainbow distress, and I'm just using straightforward distress. I don't feel like we need to get too crazy with this. The only thing I didn't grab, which I will have to grab, are some ink blending tools, but that might not be happening tonight, right? So this is what I'm going to do all my bases with. And then for the dies, I grabbed a bunch of my dies. You might want a couple of greens because I'm going to use, and I have linked it here. Everything that I'm using except for the distress is linked to my scrapbook.com wish list. So it is an affiliate link that is in the description of this video. And I can actually, look at me. Look how organized I am tonight. Are you ready? Here you go. Oh my goodness. This happened to me twice now. I clicked just one thing and it took all of it. So just give me a second. Ding dong. I don't know why that happens. Like I'm only clicking on one link, but it copied a whole bunch of stuff. So let's see if that will work this time. Nope. I'll have to find it again. Or maybe Natalie will see it because I'm clicking on the link, but it is copying a whole huge Facebook link. So I will also do some extra greens for the greenery that I probably will be putting up around the side of the wreath. I'm going to use these and the cut files I made last year. So they are all free on vickybooten.com. If they aren't on there, I'll make sure I add them after tonight because I will want greenery, and I'm going to do everything out of paper. So I think it'll be a lot of fun. And then I have the different, I think this is the new one, but I have both of them of the paper village. So I'm going to be cutting out a bunch of houses. Some of them I'll make 2 stories by just cutting and adding. And Tim even showed like the idea of how to do that, where you just cut a piece out of the roof and glue it in there. So we will be looking at that. Maybe some snowflakes, I'm not sure. But that's the idea of everything that I'm done will be the base of. And then let's talk about the pieces that I'm going to be using. I have other ones here. This might be the new one, but I have both of them. So I have metallic paper here. Maybe I might use that. I don't know. Natalie, did you see my wish list that I posted in the group? If you can find that link for me, it will link everything I'm using, if that makes sense. The link that was on the description of this video and when I posted today is a link to my wish list, which lists everything that I'm using other than distress ink. So here we go. I want to talk to you about what my idea was this year, which before we get started in doing the actual mixed media, what my idea was as I looked around and went, I wonder what we could do this year for like a wreath or altar. And I found a 12-inch wreath frame at Michael's. I think this was like $5, right? And then in the aisle with all of the wood pieces, there's a whole bunch of different pieces. But why I was attracted to this piece is it was the cheapest. So this little wood piece is 12-inch by 5 1/4 by a quarter. And it was like, I think $4. So I'm like, love it. It isn't like a huge investment. So the idea is that this is going to go on the back of it like a hula hoop. And then I bent this, but the little like alligator kind of tooth piece that you put on the back of picture frames to hang. I took one of those and I went, I wonder if I can bend it. And I did that with my hand, just bent it. See it? There. So what the idea is that I'm going to take it, flatten the sides out, but I need a, what do you call that? Pliers. And I'm going to bend the side, and that's how I will attach it to the back and flatten the pieces out, and then take the same nails that were in the picture hanger box, and I'm going to just nail it in, and then that will secure this to the board. And I can put a little bit of glue gun as well, a little bit of hot glue, and that will be the base. So what it will look like, what we're going to build off of, is going to be like this. So then we have this whole platform to build our houses on. So then what the idea is, on the side of the wreath, I'm going to put greenery. And I found these words at the Dollar Tree. So I know some of you guys were saying, oh, your Dollar Tree's better than mine. Friends, I live like in not a big city. So I think it's just making sure you go and take a look at where all of the holiday stuff is, because I found these words. And you could find wood words. And I know my friends in the US will have a way bigger selection than we probably have here. You could get a C-clamp, whatever. It's what I had, Lisa. So it's what I'm using. I had it. So I'm like, perfect. And you're not going to be able to see it. We're going to cover it anyway. But if you just glue this, I don't think it will hold it. You need something that will support it. So if I put that on either side and hammer it down, and then all of our stuff will go in the front, you're not going to be able to see it, right? And then I found these words. Isn't that fun that we could use alcohol ink or we could paint? Not sure what I'm going to do with it yet, but I thought that I could secure it some way with the greenery to go. I might even put a banner across it and then attach that. And that's what I'm going to have. There won't be anything else on the other side, maybe a little bit on the bottom of the E. But my whole idea is that I'm going to do all the greenery just on this side. My hoses are going to go on the bottom, some greenery on here, and I'll have a new, see, the link isn't working again there, Natalie. That's the same thing that happened to me. Oh, you got it there. Thank you. Weird, right? All the gobbledygook. But that's the plan. So if you are so inclined, again, both of these were purchased at Michael's. This was, I don't know, it was under $10 for this piece. And then this was under $5. So not bad. And I think it's going to be really fun when it's done. I'm very excited to make this. If this is all we end up making, I will be totally happy with that, right? But in the pack from the Dollar Tree had 3 metal words. So even if you go to your Michael's, or if you're in the US, you can go look at what Joann's stores have, or Hobby Lobby, or if you have a friend with a laser cutter that can cut a little wood word, would be lots of fun, right? And like I said, I bought these ones at, it says Crafter Square, 3 metal words. I was like, cool. I found lots of stuff, things for to make a snow globe. And then there were tons of fillers for anything that if you do shakers. So that might be one of the things that I end up making is some kind of shaker. Little wood pieces, like wood slices. All of this was purchased at the Dollar Tree. I haven't even been to our Dollarama. I just went there. I loved these, right? So when the other thing that I emailed my friend Tim Holtz, and I said, hey, Tim. And he said, hey, Vicki. And I'm sure in the back of his head, what does she want now? And I said, Tim, oh my goodness, can you help me out? I want some bottle brush trees that I can dye because I would like to make a rainbow woodlot. So I also bought some other wood pieces. I liked this one. And I'm going to put a whole rainbow woodlot tree lot on here. That'll be one of the things I'll share with you guys as well. So he was awesome, and him and Mario put a box together for me, and it's on its way. So I will be doing some fun things, and I'll share them with you as well. You're going to Michael's tomorrow. Love this idea. And you know what, Dion, even if you don't do exactly what I'm doing, I think it's going to be super fun. So now I'm going to clean up, and we're going to start making layered backgrounds so that we can. And friends, if you want this to be traditional, then pick your color palette. It does not have to be a rainbow. Okay. Pick your color palette and you can use whatever you like. You do not have to do what I'm doing. Stuff is falling. Do you remember last year at Michael's, I bought these boxes. So it says North Pole sleigh reindeer delivery. I love it. And they're perfect if you do with Allie, if you do December daily, or if you document December or whatever you're doing. Some of these bins are awesome for collecting all your bits. I have a rolling cart, I'm not going to lie, full of Christmas. And I would love to do a second album apart from my Warm Wishes. And the other thing I might be adding is parts of Warm Wishes as well. Okay, so let's do the things. Yeah, it wasn't expensive, right, Kim? Like I went in there and deliberately tried to find things that were not expensive so that we could do some fun things with it. Okay, so my idea tonight is I'm going to grab a piece of plastic and I'm going to cut this in strips, and I'm going to do all my rainbow strips with the kissing technique and splats and layers and dry it with my heat gun. And then I'm going to go in with a stencil, and I picked a whole bunch of stencils that are just simple patterns. And then I'm going to do tone on tone patterns. So every single color will have a different pattern. So if you have stencils around, just grab some very basic repeatable patterns. And that's what my plan is for tonight. I'm just going to go and make all these backgrounds in rainbow colors. I have something else that I need to share that my very generous friend, Catherine from Scrapbook and Cards, if you guys were in the scrapbook event, I had designed, I'm getting up so I can show you. I had designed some exclusive stencils that we used in the class, and Catherine sent me a stack of each. So one is a repeated heart that I drew, and it was made into a stencil. And then the other one is a really fun, just repeated circles that almost looks like a flower. So when I get my act together, I will be adding these to my shop. I also have a whole bunch of the Tim Holtz metallic distress crayons are going to be going in there, a whole bunch of stuff. My goal is to get them up for this next week. So if you want to get your last order in before Christmas, they'll be going in there, but they are very, very fun. Very, very fun stencils. So a lot of you, if you did that class, you will have them. I might use them tonight. Let's just do that. You might have them and you might not. I'm not sure. But I'm going to add what I have so that I can share them with you guys. Okay, having a little drink. Sorry, I'm so dry. I'm going to get my paper trimmer and we're going to get started. So I'm going to be doing all of these on foundations paper. See, I could tell that one was backwards. All right. And I'm going to cut them in half, because then if I do all of these, I should be able to cut a house out of everything and then also have those painted backgrounds to do something else. We could do some kind of rainbow Christmas. We could draw trees on them and do another tree layout, whatever we want to do, right? So, and then I'm going to have new cut files as well. So we will have lots of options, right? And then I'm going to show you some fun techniques using the texture paste or the glazes, because I'm going to do silver and gold. And then you could even, if you wanted to, maybe we're going to use some embossing powder. I was thinking maybe some white embossing powder. Okay. Yay. I hope some of you are playing along tonight. Let me get my paper trimmer, because I want to cut them in half so that I don't need to use a 12 by 12. We won't need all of it. We won't need all of it. So I'm going to cut them into 6-inch strips. And we need a blue, we need a green. We're going to do a pink and a red. Pink and a red, a yellow and an orange, and a purple and a turquoise. Purple and a turquoise. And then we need our metallics, which might end up doing full sheets for the metallic. Okay, so we will decide. And I'll just leave that there for now. So grab whatever you're going to use do the kissing technique. I have a couple sheets of plastic. It's what I'm going to use. Oh, look, and here are my used stencils. I don't need dirty new ones. They are right in my drawer because I was cleaning up and I got a little bit done, but I don't know, when your whole house is a disaster. I don't know what you guys are like, but I start in one section and then I find something to do and I walk upstairs to do something else. And then I start cleaning there and I decided to clean my spice cupboard out. And it's just been like crazy times, right? Here we go. So I'm going to start probably light to dark. I probably will start with my yellow first. So let's kind of put an order here and I'll tell you what colors I think I'm going to go with. So I'm going to use mustard seed. For my orange, I'm going to use carved pumpkin. For my pink, it's a toss-up. I think it's going to be, I'm going to use picked raspberry. For my red, what do we think? Festive berries, or I think I'm going to use candied apple. I think that the contrast will be good. Hi, Kari. How are you? Have you had surgery yet or no? Is that what you're talking about? Okay, so I have mustard seed, carved pumpkin, picked raspberry, candied apple. I think salty ocean is the blue that I want to go with. Cracked pistachio for my green. Peacock feather for my turquoise. And I don't know, what do you think? Wilted violet for the purple? I think that it will be good. So you can dance with on the cruise. I love it. I love it. So that's my color palette again. Mustard seed, carved pumpkin, picked raspberry, candied apple, salty ocean, peacock feather, cracked pistachio, and wilted violet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Might need to clean my water in between. I have my mister and I have a sheet of plastic. Okay, so what we're going to do is just deposit some color. I'm going to get my heat gun out so we can speed up the process. So how's everybody doing? Any other fun things that have been celebrated this week? Any other birthdays in the house or anniversaries? Just let me plug this in. Now we're all set. Okay. So I have my mister. I'm going to kiss some of the mustard seed to my sheet of plastic. You can use paintbrush and water, or you can just mist on it. And we're just going to deposit color so that we can start to create our own pattern paper. Okay, so we'll get that first drop of color on here. I will dry it, and then we'll do another layer. And then we're also going to be stenciling on here, so just keep that in mind. Don't overwork it because you're going to deposit color with a stencil anyway, okay? Happy birthday, Connie. And where's everybody watching from tonight? I love when you guys check in. So if you are generally a lurker and you just kind of hang out, but you are a little shy or don't chat a lot, I'd love to hear from you and let me know where you're watching from. Has everybody got the Christmas shopping done or started? I'm in a pretty good place with all of that. It's very happy to say. Kansas, love it. Minnesota. So you'll see there's still some wet areas on here, and I'm just going to pick them up rather than bake the heck out of this paper. And then I'm going to deposit what's already on my mat here. And go in again. Utah, 15 minutes from Lael. I love it. Where in Utah? Because I've been enough times that I might know exactly where you live. Argentina, Nebraska. I love it. Wales. Where in Wales? Do you know that I worked in Wales at a caravan park selling holidays? And then when I was in Wales, I was in England selling caravan holidays on the phone, which I was failed miserably at because I could never understand what anybody was saying. And then we went and I worked in Tenby at a caravan park. Isn't that awesome? The Netherlands. I've been there as well teaching scrapbooking. Irene is watching from Nova Scotia. I've been there as well. I love it. Tennessee. I love that. New Brunswick in the house. You're at a crop with my friend Cecile. I love it. Make sure, I don't know if Cecile's watching tonight, that you say hello. New Zealand. I love New Zealand. I cannot wait to go back. One of my all-time favorite places that I have visited it is near Cardiff. I know exactly where that is. So I worked for a caravan park, and then they took me on a helicopter ride across Wales so they could check their different parks and stuff. It's quite interesting, although I have to say it made me incredibly ill. Too warm Texas. You're in Texas, New Jersey, Calgary, Wisconsin. I love it. All over. It's so awesome. Vancouver Island. How are you doing, Mary Lou? How are things going in Vancouver? Scary stuff. Virginia. I love it. So now I'm going to do reverse and do a little bit of water marking on here. So we are just going to put some drips of water and eat away a little bit at that color. So we can pull the white back up to the top. Just don't want to mist on here. You're just putting some drips of water. Let it eat at the ink a bit, and we'll lift that up with a paper towel. I love it. So you know what's really nice is you guys are all saying where you're from, and you could end up meeting somebody here tonight that lives near you. I love that. Or a friend that you didn't even realize was on here with you. I used to have a caravan near Tenby, near Oakwood Park. I love that. I loved Tenby. So I don't know how many caravan parks are there. I just know the one I worked for, which was part of the same company who actually owns, we call them trailers here, owns a trailer park here. And they put a summer ad in, and I got to go live in England. And then I lived in Hemel Hempstead for a couple of months, and then they shipped us off, all of us, split us up and put us all in different parks. And I worked in the park in Tenby. And what was so funny is, that's kind of, you know what I mean? It's kind of random, right? And I ended up meeting people that came to vacation there who knew my dad. Isn't that crazy? Like, what a small world, and the 7 degrees of separation is a real thing. So now, if you guys can see that, see lots of color layered there. There's depth with the little dots and stuff. We could add, let's add one more layer of dots, and then we'll move on to the next color. Sedona, Arizona. I love that. That my husband would love to go to Sedona. He wants to go golfing. What a caravan park was? Yeah, it's in England. It's trailer park, like large ones. And then the park that I worked at in Tenby, I would be the person that would greet people and give them the keys and a map, and we all wore little outfits. But I guess it was a novelty, and probably they got some kind of break, I'm sure, having international kids there to work. but I was with a whole bunch of, I was one of the older ones that were there, but totally loved it. Great experience. Would love to go back. Best Chinese food I've ever had. It's in Wales. Funny, but yeah, loved it. Crispy chicken or crispy beef, I don't know, and it was all like shredded beef. And the best sweet corn and chicken soup. I lived on that. Isn't that funny? Hi, Kathy. How are you? Karen is my neighbor. See, she didn't even know she was on here with somebody she knew. Right, Karen? Right down the street from you. Okay, so I'm going to dry these a bit. Lift them up. Grab some ink blending tools. And we can go in here and take one of the patterns. And because of yellow, it's not really gonna, it's so light that it's not really gonna show a ton. I'm gonna take one, the polka dots. I'll go in with this one. I'm gonna cover this whole sheet in polka dots. You have a travel trailer. We love traveling with your kids. I love it, right? See, look at this community. You guys are all finding each other on here. It's awesome. Okay. Okay. So I'm just grabbing my ink blending tools. I don't need a ton, just different foam. So let me just do that. Doo-doo. I put my Carpenter's Christmas music on this week while I was cleaning and putting my trees up. Do you guys have favorite? What's your favorite Christmas? I love Carpenter's Christmas and I love Justin Bieber. Yeah. My Justin Bieber Christmas songs. And we were talking about something else and I forgot all about it. I forget now who I was talking to. Somebody about their favorite Christmas music. Oh, and I love the Muppets Christmas album is another favorite. So yes, my piece is 6 by 12 because when we go to cut the houses, right, I probably will do like a couple, but look, the dies are very tiny. So we'll still have all the rest of it to do some Christmas trees. I think that could be fun, rainbow Christmas trees. Right? I knew somebody was going to say Bonium. The Pentatonics, yes. I love it. Michael Bublé. Okay, so now I will put a pattern on here. You want to make sure, because these houses are so small, right, that the pattern that you choose shouldn't be too big because you're not going to see it. So I'm going to turn this way because it won't matter. And I'm just going to put a tone-on-tone pattern on top. Oop. I will do it a little darker. My stencil moved, so I didn't really want to add too much up there. But we'll get in and put it more down here. Okay, just a fun tone-on-tone pattern. So it adds some interest with our rainbow. And for some of you that are going to watch, and then you might not decide you're going to do this with me until the end when the project is made. And then you're like, oh, okay, now I see where she was going with this. I love it. Because that can happen, right? You'll look and go, I don't know, this kind of looks weird. And then when it's done, you're like, I understand. I understand where she was going with this. I just want to see if I can figure out where I laid this stencil down and, oh, right there, and add a little bit more up top here. Just to give options, right? So you can pick from different sections. There. So that's my yellow sheet. And now I will wipe up a little bit and we'll start with next. We'll take my blending tool off. Just put it with the yellow. Pick up a new one. And we will go in now with some orange. And you will find the darker the colors get, the faster this goes, right? Hello from Sweden, Johnny Mathis. You always like your Johnny Mathis, right? Denise, I think we've talked about that before. We listened to all of it growing up. My dad loved music. The other thing you can do if you don't want to stencil is you can totally stamp with color, tone on tone. We might do one like that. Some embossing folders, like lots of fun things that we can do. And I'm going to go in with my orange now. Carved pumpkin. And like I said, this will be a lot faster. How do you store your blending pads? Gail, every time I use them, I wash them and then I just reuse it because it's just easier for me is instead of putting them, like you could store them, like these ones are a little thicker than the flat ones. So it's kind of hard to store them underneath. You know how I did my other ones, it's too big. You could take a whole sheet that you print, the print off that has each of the color names, and you can put a little round dot of Velcro, the opposite, like the same, the hook side of the Velcro on a sheet, and you could have a full sheet with each color, could be stuck on a laminated sheet with Velcro on it. That will work. But I just wash mine and put them in a container. If you've seen my room, like I store them in here, just like these are all washed. And then I'll just use it for the color. And the only reason I wash them too is not even dish soap in a bowl, water. Distress ink, right? We'll rinse right out of all of them. I just take a handful of them. I wash them. I squeeze the color out a couple of times. And then I take a couple paper towels. I press it all in the paper towel to get the water out and throw them in the bin. And I'm telling you, that's just it's not like I wouldn't say, oh, it's the best way. It's just the Vicki way. You know what I mean? Ooh, look at that color. It's vibrant. I love it. So I will not layer a ton of this because it will get dark fast, right? Hello, Carissa. How are you? Oh, that is vibrant. I love it. So I will not go too many layers on here because I think that I want more of the texture. And then we can go in with our stencil pattern and create something very fun. Just build in my pattern. I will dry it first and then I will watermark on it to remove some of that pigment. Oh, why did I wipe that off? Don't do that. You could have used it. Why'd I do that? I love this too. So this is carved pumpkin. Oh, I can see it already, friends. Can you see this? It's going to be so pretty when we layer all of it, like start cutting our shapes out. And like I said, we're going to do multiple projects. So we will do the wreath is going to be the first thing I work on. So when I come on Tuesday, I'm going to be cutting and assembling the houses. I'm going to build the village. And then next Tuesday, we will make the actual wreath. So I'll have all of my pieces cut. I will do extra of these in different shades of green for my greenery. And I will cut all of it. And I will do an example of all of it on Tuesday so you can see, because some of the stuff I'm going to be doing behind the scenes because it's going to be a lot. It's these aren't small projects. So like I said, you can do it live with me as we go, or you may end up watching it and then coming back. Are you building the walls with the colored paper? No craft or anything underneath the houses? Christine, I don't know if you were here. I showed the base that we're using. So we are building all of it on a hula hoop style. It's going to go like this with the ring attached like that. So I will build all my houses on the base and then fill it in with something, either snow or greenery. I'll have to decide. So no craft. I don't think this time. It's all going to be very vibrant. And then the roofs are all going to be gold and silver. Oh, remember I told you guys I was going to put iridescent in here. I'll figure that out in the end. I could do kiss one layer if I wanted to on top with the iridescent. But I'm loving how this is turning out so far, so we're good. I'm going to go in with one more layer. And then I'm going to stencil and move on to my next color. So I will dry this. And then we will watermark it to pick up some of that pigment. Any other questions? I know some of you hang out with me and you're doing other stuff. What are you working on tonight? If you're not playing along with me, is anybody just laying in bed, hanging out, watching some kind of sports and listening to me at the same time? Hi, Don. I was told today to find the Warm Wishes class and Fernwood class to go on VickiBooten.com. However, I still couldn't. Find the Fernwood class. It's there. Did you go under? If you go right in at the top, it is under virtual events, under album kits. So I have lots of Fernwood left. And as soon as you guys see the sample for that, oh, let's talk about that too. So I'm still waiting. Like there are still delays with product, and I have everything, and everything is kitted except for 2 pieces of cardstock, and we don't have the 6x8 paper pad yet. So my thought is we're getting very close to the holidays, and I'm very nervous to start shipping hundreds of kits out, and stuff is going to get lost. So what my thought is I think I'm going to end up moving the Fernwood date to February. I'm going to be shipping, and the stuff's going to be going out soon. It's not going to be a repeat of Warm Wishes like we have. It's shipped. The 6x8s have shipped. I just have to wait till they arrive, my US address, get them over here and add them. But I'm thinking I'm going to be changing it. So yeah, Don, when I'm done, if you email me at vickibootenkits@gmail.com, I will send you a link. I just can't do it right now, but I will totally help you. Right? I'm very nervous. Like that's what Rich said. He goes, "Are you sure you want to start doing mass mailing? Shouldn't you wait maybe till the beginning of January and ship them out?" And I'm like, "You're probably right." Like I would be nervous. We were very, 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 very lucky with Warm Wishes. Like I think we only had 2 kits that got lost in the mail, right? So I think that really worked out well. So I just am thinking, right, that I might switch that. So just heads up, I will let you know. It's a pretty good chance right now, though. So what color, what do we want to do? I think let's go in with this. I'm going to do this one. Okay, so I'm going to put that on, and we're going to add a fun pattern on top. Yeah, so just everybody will know I'm going to send a newsletter out this week when I add stuff to the store, and let everybody know that Fernwood. Well, and the other plus is that still can give some of you guys, if you're like, I can't purchase it right now with Christmas, but maybe you'll be in a better spot to purchase in January, then that gives you the option. But it really is because shipping, I'm very nervous that it will arrive. The other thing that's exciting is I received my samples of my next collection this week, and I think you guys are going to love it. Oh, I love this. So I'm just going to move it over, the pattern over, and add some more up though. So just find it. It is repeatable. And, ooh, I just totally had a dizzy. I don't know what just happened there. And my next collection, there's an album with it, and you guys are going to love it. It is so pretty. So, so pretty. I still need to put in my order for Fernwood. I've been so busy trying to get ready for the holidays, 100%. That's why I'm like, I'm just going to switch it to February. In the US, they said to mail everything by December 15th to get it by Christmas. Yeah. That is one of my favorite stencils, especially with foil. It is very pretty. Hello, Diana. How are you in Australia? Yeah, so I'm just letting you guys all know now. And like I said, I'll send a newsletter out as well, and I'll post it right on the post and on the blog section on vickibooten.com. And I'm going to be, as soon as my Christmas tree and all the decorations go up, guess what I'm working on? I will be working on the class for Fernwood. So that will give you guys an idea if it's something you think. I think a lot of people are nervous that it's going to be fall theme, and they're like, why would we do that in the new year? And I'm like, it's going to be every day. It's going to be everyday themed. I think you guys will enjoy that class. Look how pretty that is, friends. Do you see what I'm saying? Even if you don't want to do this project with me, it is fun if you play along with just doing some of the sample pieces. I love it. I will have a drink, Deb. Yes, that was crazy. All of a sudden, if I fall off my chair, you'll know why. I had a little dizzy spell. Okay. So that's it with carved pumpkin. We'll do a quick cleanup. And this is the nice thing about working with water-soluble products. You could use my art crayons if you have them. I just like the speediness of this, that I don't have to mix colors or do anything. I just whip it off with the distress. Okay, so I use that stencil, move it away. Hi, Kim, how are you? So, and then I will show you once we get, I'm going to work on the pink next. And when you go to do the red, you're going to want to be selective so it doesn't look like a crime scene. Okay, so make sure, like that one, I might pick a floral, or yeah, I should try to find a floral pattern stencil. I might go grab one because I think of one of the houses, excuse me, bubbly. I'm drinking the bubbly water. If I do a floral in the red, could be really, really pretty, right? Know what to do tomorrow, making backgrounds. I love it, right? So look at already. Look how pretty. And like I said, we're going to do multiple things out of these. The houses are this big. Burp, burp, burp. So we'll do multiple things out of this. So I feel like, when are you going to put on the iridescent? I don't know if I am going to now, Karina, but what I could do is just mix it and kiss it on top. But I think I'm going to leave it. So even though I said I was going to make them unicorn, what you could do is just mix iridescent glaze in with your ink when you're kissing it, if you wanted that there, right? Oh yeah, the poinsettia stencil. That would be fun if you guys got that last year with the Christmas kit. Oh, picked raspberry, I love you. Seriously, such a delicious color. Oh, that's everything right there, my friends. And this is what I'm talking about. This kissing technique, which is, something I use all of the time, is just quick and easy mixed media right there for you. Look how quick. Done. Well, it's never done for me. I'll do a couple more, but I would like another pink. Do you see how when this dries, it goes so purple? So that is my wish, that one day we get a full-on Barbie pink. Chamel wants peach, which I would take quite happily. But Vicki Booten would love a full-on, and it's one of the hardest pigments to mix, is a good pink. But that would be my wish, is this, between this and Kitsch Flamingo, like not as purple. Oh, it would be the best day in the world. And I'm sure pink is not Tim's favorite color. But yeah, I would love it. But I'm not complaining, Mr. Holtz. I will take whatever new colors you come out with, and I can mix and make my own. But yeah, one day a Barbie pink would be like the best thing ever. I would love it. Okay, very fun. We're going to do some watermarking. We will stencil. And then we will move on to the next one, because that's what I'm going to do tonight. I'm going to do these, and I'm going to show you a technique or two with the gold and the silver for our roofs. And I'm going to revisit what we did last year I want you to see, one of the best things about the silver glaze is that we can make it look like a brushed metal. Wouldn't that be fun? I would love it. Vicki pink. But nobody would understand why. Just us, right? Or some kind of play on Barbie without calling it Barbie, right? Oh, I love this color. Like, look at this. So do you see, as we get darker, that you really get to see the magic of distress? Flatten it out, just heat the other side. Yes, I have to figure out, Julie, where am I going to put my Barbie tree this year? And last year, sad. So I have Barbie one riding a Harley. It's Barbie and she's riding a Harley. And I dropped it on the floor last year and totally smashed it. The whole thing destroyed. So I have to go on an eBay or something and attempt to find it. So isn't that pretty? Look at that, friends. Love it. Baby doll pink. That would be fun, right? Or it's like something like a cocktail color or something, right? Cosmopolitan. Is a Cosmo pink? I think they are, aren't they? So for this one, I'm going to go in with this. So it's going to cover a lot. I don't know. See, some of them you want not a ton of the open space. So let me go look. I'm going to grab some more stencils. Just a second. Oh, I have some behind me too. Let's see what's over here. Vicki owns a lot of stencils. It is the one piece of art I will buy, like one product I will buy lots and lots of. Oh, this would be fun too. I will use my stencil like, oh, see, flowers. I have a whole bunch of scrapbook.com stencils. Some of these are all empty. What is in here? What is in here? That's old school. I love it. Ooh. I think I want to use that one. Stars. Stars could be fun too. So let's grab those ones at least. Do you notice I have like some of like 20 of the exact same stencil? Open so many. Yes, Hostess Snowball. Oh, I love those things, those pink. But you have to like coconut. Like my daughter would think that's the grossest thing in the world because she does not like coconut. Devin would be like, ugh, ugh. Oh my goodness. I went to the garden center and they had a poinsettia this color. It was the hottest pink. It was awesome. Let's see what this is going to look like. I don't think I'll cover all of it with this pattern. So we'll just try it. And I won't go too dark. In some areas, I will. And then not in others. And then not in others. Let's see. Oh, a little darker. A little darker. Couldn't see anything in that one section, so we don't want that. Better. Better. And then again, this is a layerable, repeatable pattern. It's going to be so much fun because you got to put the work in. You know what I mean? These create the backgrounds so that you can put the pattern down and then cut your pieces out. And I'm telling you, I'm going to make a cut file that will work beautifully with this so that we can layer it if you're a card maker or if you want to do a page for your December album. And we still have the cut files that Nick made for me that we have to do. So I think I'm going to do that as just a bonus Friday night. And I'll just offer those cut files up because I can kill two birds with one stone, right? Very fun. Isn't that pretty? What's up, Jill? about not finding. What are you not finding? They're all there, and I think people have shared multiples with you, right? For the wreath from last year. If I had the time or had somebody who I could hire to help me, what would be great is if we could go through and rename all of the Facebook Lives so you could search them. But like I said, I definitely, when I can find help, that'll be one of the things that's on my list. Yeah, Natalie did a search. So they're all in that group, on that group page when you asked about where to find the links for the wreath. It is definitely a bonus that the community will help, right? Some of the ladies are very good with finding the social media stuff, and I love that they help because I know not everybody is, right? Not everybody can find that stuff. Sometimes it's hard. Social media stuff can be hard. Okay, we're going to go in with red and a floral so it doesn't look like a crime scene. I am very nervous to go in with red. So we'll see. We're going to see. It's going to be very dark, vibrant. So I'm going to add a lot of water for my first kissing technique part. So the color is very diluted. And leave some white in there too. I don't want to cover everything, okay? I am not going to do a second layer. I'm only going to do some water marking in the red. Because it is a very vibrant and looks a little like Dracula. Oops. A little swiper of it. We like red because it's such a beautiful Christmassy color, but and it dries quite a bit darker than it was wet. But it also can be a little gory looking, right? Hello, Paola. How are you, my friend? How have you been doing? We haven't chatted for a while. I hope you're well. Okay, I'm water marking on here. And then we will figure out, I'm going to go grab one more while this is marinating. Let it sit for a minute. And I'm going to grab a floral stencil. I love the color, Robin. It just for mixed media can be a hard one because it can look a little gory. Ooh. Just put my TV against the wall so I don't smack my head off of it because that could totally, you've met me. That totally could happen. Not gonna lie. Ooh, how about a damask pattern? I'm thinking that could be really cool. I'm going with that. Okay, let's pick up the pigment or lift up the watermarks. Love it. Hi, Dandy. How are you? I just don't know where it is right now, Kari, because that would totally make sense, the poinsettia flower. I'll go look one more time. Let's see if I can grab that one. We could use a damask on something else. Let me see if I can find it. Remember, I'm cleaning, so everything is all over the place. But let's see if I'm looking. It is not very promising. I do not remember seeing it. Okay, give me a second, friends, because I know I have lots of them still. I'll just go grab a new one. Just a second. Gotta walk around my 12 million pop, whatever creatures. Do. Okay, found one. Found one. This will look nice. Good call, friends. So this is the one that people wanted me to use. And it will be perfect. Okay. So let's do that. I found it, Kari. I knew I had new ones. So that's good. It worked. Here we go. So this stencil is still up in my store. And it is the one that went with my Christmas kit last year. So I designed this one for, I think this was, this and the other one were my first exclusive stencils that weren't part of my collection with American Crafts. These ones were just offered through my website. So it is called, I think, Funky Poinsettia. And let's look at the reveal. I think it'll be very pretty. Very nice. Very nice. Good call. Again, it is a repeatable one. I just have to line it up. And I'm just going to put some over on the side here too. And a little bit over here. Here we go. What do we think? Pretty, right? There we go. Let's clean this up a little bit. And we have, I think that was half of them. And I'm just going to keep working. You guys can watch with me as long as you want. Come back after, whatever works. I'll be here all night. Not all night, but it's not bad, right? I'm just going to finish these up. And like I said, the darker the colors, the faster this part goes. So I will get this stuff done. And then tomorrow I'm going to have Christmas vomit all over my house. That's what I said it feels like, right? My husband was giving me a hard time and I'm like, hon, will you please go get the bins for me? I need to get the Christmas stuff up. And he's like, I'm going to pull it up here and you're never going to do it. And I'm like, well, I am going to do it because we're in December. And if I don't do it now, we might as well not do it at all. And he finally went and got the stuff for me. Ding dong. Let's go purple. That will get a lot of your attention. A lot of you guys love the purple, right? So let's throw a little bit. Again, the color's dark, so you don't need a lot. Let's watch how far. Pretty much two little squishes of color will probably color this whole sheet, right? Because the more pigment, it's fast process. So I am only adding pigment once, watermarking, and stencil. Very pretty. It's going to be very pretty. Good for you, Paola. Good for you. We're on our last week of Gina Libby. And then I'm still going to be, oops, I keep dragging this when I'm trying to clean up the sides. Going strong until Christmas, take a break, and then back on track. But I need to learn to deal with my stress better than I have been. Not really good at that. Is my friend Patty still here? Or Patty, are you shopping? You in the internet's shopping? Was Janice here at all tonight? I don't know if I saw Janice, my friend Janice. Sometimes you guys are out there just being quiet. Hi, Marty. How are you? Yeah, the outside lights and the garland. My trees, I have two of them are up and no decorations on them. So I will be getting up in the morning and doing that. And then I would like to get my Barbie tree up as well, which is down here, but I still have a lot of cleaning to do down here from a lot of classes and just stuff and designing my product lines. It's just been crazy times, but the last one we were working on is now done. It's complete. So that is awesome. And move on. Who knows when the next one will be. Hopefully I get a little bit of a break for a little bit. And then we'll start with the next one. You got 3 sets of the stencils. I love it. That's excellent news, Paula. Excellent news. Yeah, your cat will get in the trees. They certainly do like the trees, don't they? I laugh. I was looking at Paige Evans, and she has two kittens, and she had all these rainbow trees up, and she came down, and all the trees were on the floor because cats had gotten into them. What purple is that? This is Wilted Violet, my favorite. Okay, should we do the damask on the purple? I think it would be very cool, right? Channeling a little Prince. Let's try that. Channeling a little purple rain, purple rain. Rich is coming. I don't know if he's going to come down and see us or just coming down for a snack. But he's upstairs watching Netflix or whatever he does when I'm not around bugging him, or vice versa. Could be my son though, but it sounded like, when you can tell which family member it is by their walk. It sounded like Rich walk. He walks heavy. Oh, he's coming. He's running down the stairs to see us. What are you doing, weirdo?
I was really excited. I thought there was a new money heist.
And there was not?
No.
Did you run down the stairs to say hi to the people?
Yes.
Well, say hi then. Weirdo.
What are you making?
Backgrounds. I'm channeling my inner prince right now. Look at that. Ooh. Look at that. Isn't that cool? What are you doing? Cleaning up garbage or something? What's going on?
What is this?
It's a book. You gonna read it?
No.
Weirdo. What is this? Rich is a little weird, man. Like, you can't tell that's a book. He picks a book up and he goes, "What is this?" It's pretty much a book. Ding ding. Funny dude. He likes to watch a lot of subtitled TV shows. He has me watching, what did I tell you guys last week? I forget what it's called, but I have a hard time. I can't watch these shows where everybody's so rotten to each other. We're going to have a hard time with it. I'm like, that is a reality of the world. I don't know if I want to watch it for entertainment. Very pretty. Can I show you something too that we haven't done? But when the pattern's all over, you can, to make it look like it's like maybe worn wallpaper, just go in and put a couple of drips of water on here to break up the pattern a little bit. When the darker the color, right? I might break up a little bit of the pattern. Rich, come here for a minute, please. Will you grab me a couple pieces of paper towel over there?
You know, I feel like my broken parts are healing.
That's good. Rich had a couple hockey injuries. So he just let everybody know that he feels like his broken parts are healing.
Here, is that enough?
Yes, thank you very much.
Gotta go and heal. See you later.
Did you hear him? He has to go and heal. I will tell him about Money Heist next. It keeps him busy, so I can craft without help. Yeah. Oh, your husband? Yes, Money Heist. He loves. And then we're watching Succession. Oh my goodness, what a bunch of terrible human beings. So that is his other, Succession. And so now see how the color kind of changed? So I'm going to lightly go in there and just blend a little bit of pigment on there. So they're purple again. There we go. And guess what? I'm going to watermark them again, because it's what I like to do. And I'm not going to pick that pigment up. I'm going to let it sit and dry with the little banding of purple. So I'm not going to touch this. I'm going to let it dry. So the pigment that is sitting in the watermarks will actually dry purple. Okay. We are watching that, and have you seen Acapulco? It's good and funny. I haven't watched that. Are you watching Succession? Oh, my goodness, what a bunch of terrible human beings. That father is just an atrocious human being. You just want something good to happen for some of these kids, right? Like, I was so excited when I thought they were going to get away from their dad, and then they all went back to the beast. Yes, my husband loves Peaky, that one. What was it called? Whatever Blinders. Peaky Blinders. He loved that. A little violent, that one for me, but he loved it. So yes, he's watched that one. Narcos. He loves all of those ones, him and Natalie. Look at this, Irene. One day when we get to do our paper towel art, look how pretty the colors are on that. And then my hands are good and dirty today. I love it. Love it. I don't think I could watch Succession. He is really, really not nice. I love those stencils. Where do you get them? Which ones, Pamela? Some that I'm using are mine. So some are on VickiBooten.com. This one is up there. I sell this in my store. I don't remember who makes this one. But these are the kind of stencils I buy and put in my store because I love them on my gel plate. I love them for mixed media art because just simple, repeatable patterns I find are super easy. What is paper towel? What do you call your rolls of paper? What do you call these? I call them paper towels, but you know what I mean? It could be, did Rich watch Billions? I don't know. I don't even know what that is. Big fan of Yellowstone. I know everybody's talking about that. I have not watched it yet. I need to watch that one. I just can't sit through it. Causes me so much stress. What show causes you stress? Succession? Ted Lasso's freaking awesome. I'm right there with you. Absolutely one of my favorite shows that has ever been on TV. I'm so invested in those characters. I love it. No, the project with paper towels. We haven't done one yet. I just keep all of my paper towels. And then we're going to sew on them and make some quilted art from them. So it's going to be fun. Yeah, kitchen roll. Diane Reevely. That's an English thing, right? But I understand now. She knew what paper towels was. We're curious what we're going to do with them. I have to watch Yellowstone. I've been watching Hallmark Christmas movies on repeat. I love it. I have been watching Selling Sunset and loving that. Like I got to get a couple episodes in tonight before I go to bed. So Rich will love it because he is not good at sharing the TV, right? He is not good at, he'll come up and he'll be like, I'll be upstairs watching TV and he'll come and think it's okay that he changes the channel. And I'll be like, oh no, buddy. Oh no, bucko. Could you imagine if I walked in and did that to him? I watch Hallmark on repeat this time of year too. I love it. Yep. I have not got there yet. I have to get my Christmas tree up and then I feel like I can watch that. Ted Lasso. It's so good. So good. Very, very good. I really like that. It's a man thing. I'm like, dude, go downstairs and watch TV. You're laughing at, oh no, bucko. Seriously, Karen. Like, what? I look at him and go, you really think you're going to, while I'm up here watching this TV, that you get to pick something else? And then it's always murder and mayhem, right? And I'm like, sometimes I'm not in the mood for that. I just want like good light television. And he wants murder and mayhem. Tomorrow is your Christmas decor day. Same, Marianne. We'll be doing the same thing. I will be Christmas decoring too, and I'll share lots of photos. I got a whole bunch of my Ray Dunnes set up, my hot cocoa bar and my little gnomes. And I put up a whole gnome Christmas tree in my family room now. And then my living room is like rainbow candy tree. And then I have a Barbie tree to get up, right? I like crime shows too. I like crime shows. I am not a fan of like the drug lord stuff like other people like, because I feel like that's just too close to reality. I have a hard time with that. And Rich loves it. And then I started watching Breaking Bad, like 10 years after everybody else. And then again, like it always just gets where it's so sad and all the people turn into jerks. And I guess I'm a happy endings girl. I like to see good things. But I am down for, I love suspense. I like that kind of thing. So if that's what we're watching, but he is like action movies all the time and murder and mayhem. I can't watch Breaking Bad anymore. I'm done. Can't watch it. I'm done with Breaking Bad. I don't like what jerks they all turn into. I'm out. So I gave up. I don't know what season we were on, and I'm out. So not my show. We were talking about it, like, you know how people love Bridesmaids, and I can't watch that at all. It makes me so upset that people would do that to their friends, and it's not even a real like, it's not reality, but I'm like, I can't watch it. I don't find humor in that. So I'm a weirdo. So I watch weird stuff. But I like dark. I like comedies. I love The Big Bang Theory. That's a good one. I love, you know what I absolutely love is Chopped. All of the baking and cooking shows, Barbecue Masters. And it's not even to eat the food. I just really enjoy that. Such a weirdo. Such a weirdo. Vicki Needs a Hallmark movie. I like those two. But I do love like some sinister stuff. You know what I mean? I like that. And I love anything vampires and stuff. So I'm a weirdo. I have a weird taste in the shows, but I will watch whatever he wants to watch. But sometimes I'm like, okay, dude, I'm in the mood for something else. Let's do this one. Do we think? We're going to cover a lot though, because it's I don't know. Did we use this yet? This could be a fun one too, right? So I would like to use this one at some point. This one, we have 3, including the blue and green colors left to do. So let's decide what we need. Oh, the snowflake one could be fun. I think this one needs to go on one of them, on the green. I'm going to do this on the green for sure. So Cracked Pistachio is going to get that kind of, looks like plaid. I think it's perfect for Christmas. I will do this one on the turquoise, and I'm going to do this one on Salty Ocean. Yeah, I like that. Like those kind of shows I love. Like Beat Bobby Flay. Totally freaking love that show. But I don't know. Like he loves all of the, I don't know, guy TV. Anything that is drug lord or the mob, like that kind of stuff. And some of it I just find is very extreme and violent. And I'm like, I can watch anything. But if The Rock is in it, I'm down. So if he picks like that new one with The Rock and Ryan Reynolds, I was totally, when he said, this is what we're watching tonight, I'm like, I am down. I got to watch my boyfriend. He gets mad though, because I always know, I'm like, I can pretty much figure out what's going on in the show before he does. He's like, you always give it away. And I'm like, well, that one was kind of easy to figure out what direction that was all going in. Okay, let's see. I like it. This is not repeatable, so I just have to try to make it. Because we're not using like a full piece, right? We're going to cut different things out of it, so it should be okay. be okay. So if you want to join in, I'm going to be on here on probably just on Facebook on, look at fun, right, friends? On Sunday, not Facebook, on YouTube, pardon me, for a little bit of a warm wishes Sunday. And we're going to make at least one layout. And then Tuesday, I will be back for some of the prep work for the houses for the wreath. What color is that? It is peacock feathers. One of my all-time favorite distress ink colors. Love it. What time Sunday? Let's say, how about 3 o'clock? I think that would be a good time, because then if I'm on here for, well, it's gonna, let's say 2 o'clock. I just changed my mind. 2 o'clock. I'm going to be on Sunday at 2. Sunday at 2. I will post it in the Warm Wishes group, and I'll post it on my socials. But yeah, 2 o'clock on Sunday Eastern time. These aren't completely clean, but they're not a mess. Let's do, oh, you're going to love this cracked pistachio. Where did I put the sheet of plastic? Vicki, what are you doing? I'm looking. There it is. Okay. So this is cracked pistachio. And we're going to go in with a very subtle kind of representation of the green. Very pretty. And you know what'll be nice with this shade of green is kind of minty. So when I go in with the leaf colors, it won't compete, because I won't use cracked pistachio with when I make the leaves. Stinker Claus is coming, Karen. I will never ever in my life forget that Vicki needs glasses when I read Sinterklaas as Stinker Claus. So crazy. And then laughed my butt off. Okay, so I am almost done. I have a blue one to do after this one. And then I am going to do, I don't know if the water marking will really work because there's not a ton of pigment on here, but we'll try it. And then we'll do a couple metallic ones. And that will be it for tonight. And then I will be back on Tuesday and then again on Friday and for this part. And then on Sunday will be a Warm Wishes little celebration. I wouldn't do the stencils in a different color because there's going to be a lot going on here with the rainbow. You totally could do whatever you want, but I just want it to be like all the houses to be rainbow houses. Like some of these when I cut out might be too bold and I might end up adding another layer on top. I'll have to see once the houses are cut out. Like some of it might be a little bit too much, but if it is, what I can do is just go in and I could even just ink color over top of it to tone down the pattern like this. Do you know what I mean? So it really looks kind of tone on tone and I don't have that white contrast. So those kind of things could end up happening because I don't want it to, I actually like that. So that's probably going to happen on all of them. So see, just on this bottom section down here, now I went over and put the color back on. So you can still see the layers and layers and layers of the pattern. But now when the house is cut out of that, it's not going to compete with the little window openings and stuff. So that probably will be one of those things I do on my own, is for some of them that have the contrast is too high, I will go on and add pigment on top. So it just has a very subtle pattern. And then the top part I can use for something else, but I really like that. Oh my goodness. I do you remember how hard I was laughing too? Because I could not believe that I read that as stinker claws. What is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? Okay, here we go. So we have this cracked pistachio to finish, and then the salty ocean. I'm going to show you all of them together. I'm going to do this way so I get it right across. I snorted. Do you remember, Karen? When I realized, because I don't know how long had we been crafting at that point. So it's not surprising that it all went downhill. We had been at it for probably hours when Vicki couldn't read. Very good. Okay. Sorry if I'm shaking the camera. Closer. So yeah, a lot of these stencils were available. Some are still in my shop. And I have things to add, tools, and a whole bunch of really fun things. I still need to get the gel plate class part 2 up. I will eventually get the photography one up, but it takes work, and I really am a little on the burnt outside right now. So I'm doing the best I can. It eventually will get up here, but I would like to get the gel plate part 2 up before Christmas. Oh, that's so pretty. It's hour 6 in the album. Gotta love that, eh? Hour 6. When Vicki lost it. Yeah, try to get that gel plate up so that if you wanted that for Christmas or that it's up there. It won't take place until probably the end of February. It will start. And it's going to be a lot of fun. I love gel plate. I love it, love it, love it. This is so pretty, my friends. And any stencils that you have, you can pick. You could use the same stencil for all of them or rotate between 2 patterns, whatever you have. Like I said, some of these houses are so tiny, you might not even really see the pattern. We could be doing all of this, and it's like, Vicki, you didn't really need the stencil because you can't see it. Yes, it does kind of look like Tim's shirts. These ones are the Ciao Bella stencil, but I love that. Very pretty. Yes, the gel plate 1 class is still available on my website, I think, right? I think it is, right? Hi, Dorina. How are you? I love cracked pistachio and peacock feathers. I agree with you. They're beautiful colors. So let's go in. Salty Ocean is my last one. And then I'm going to show you some things with the silver glaze and the gold glaze. And those pieces I'm going to use for my rooftops. I did a whole course on using your iPhone and teaching photography basics. So I have not put that back up on my website, but I plan on it at some point. So the other thing you guys could do is say you're like, I'm super interested in that. You could always ask for a gift certificate off my website for Christmas. And then once I get that information up there, you totally could use it towards that. Doing good, finishing up decorating my house, but I had to come watch you. Thank you, Dorina. Yes, it's fun, right? I love putting all the Christmas stuff up. Okay. Oh, so pretty, Salty Ocean. So I want to layer a couple parts on this. Let's try that. And then the ladies who won a gift certificate, if you were taking my class at Scrapbook and Cards, the event, I did send them out. I hope that if you're out there, I need to send emails too, but I'm just telling you, these last couple of weeks, I have felt like I'm just trying to get the things done. And it's been a lot. Okay, let's get one more layer on here. We'll watermark, stencil, and then I'll put the colors together and we will see if this one is enough contrast. I'm going to go with it anyway because the houses don't have to decide though. I think I will do them very rainbow, like the placement of the houses when we build them, that they should kind of go in, don't you think? But we can decide as we go. Thanks, Kari. Yes, we had a lot of fun in that photography class. We had a lot of fun in the gel plate class. I would like to do more of those type of classes next year. Education, as opposed to just where you don't have to buy the kit. We don't have to ship anything. So the gel plate 2 will be fun, but I really think you need to take the gel plate 1 before you take gel plate 2. Unless you are a long-time gel plate user, but I still think there was lots shared in that, right? I thoroughly enjoyed that class. The gel plate basics. I would like to do a mixed media basics, like mixed media for beginners. The other thing we've kind of talked about too is like just a beginner scrapbooking class is not even a bad idea, because we have like a lot of people, although I don't know anymore now, well, as much as the world is getting back to normal, because just craziness everywhere you go. Okay, a little bit of watermarking. It's very subtle on here. Okay. Yeah, I loved the gel plate class. Hello, B. How are you, my friend? And I found out, seeing B here, who has been a friend of mine for a very long time, I heard from the cruising crop gals that the October cruise is sold out. Sold out. So that's pretty awesome. That I think now it's going to a waiting list. I just need to grab one more ink blending tool. One more foam. So that's pretty exciting. And then the one in the summer is a little better than half full. It's very exciting. Okay, let's get this on here. Good to hear, B. I'm glad that you're doing well, my friend. Oh, I just realized too, I owe so many people emails. Very hard sometimes to manage all of the things as one person. And then I hate disappointing anybody too. Oh, so pretty, my friends. So I will show you all of these up close. I love that one. I love this stencil, but I do have a thing for anything that's kind of circles. Okay, and I'm going to show you all of our rainbow selection here. And then we'll do the metallic ones. And I think I'll do one with the brush metal. Very pretty, right? Very pretty. So let's grab, this color was Salty Ocean. Salty Ocean. One quick wipe. And let's go through them. So we have Salty Ocean. Hi, Patty. How are you? Oh my goodness. I need to go and make myself a doctor's appointment. I have the worst patch of eczema on my eyelid that just will not go away. Salty Ocean, very pretty, peacock feathers. Cracked pistachio. Oh, our purple. Let me wipe those dots up. I was going to let it sit, but wipe that up. I'll make sure I don't have wet stuff going on. That could transfer. Okay. That is your wilted violet. Very pretty, right? And then we have our mustard seed, we have our carved pumpkin, picked raspberry, and candied apple. Isn't that pretty, my friends? So we are going to create houses out of these. We are going to create something else as well that is holiday theme that we can create of. So I'm going to use the whole sheet and cut it into lots of different things. And it's going to be lots of fun, but very pretty. Our rainbow patterned backgrounds. I hope the contrast is enough between the salty ocean. That one I might end up doing just another option and we can decide, but I do love it. Or maybe the green is too light. Like maybe I need to go in with a truer green, but I don't know. I love it, but like how bold the purple and the red are, and then these are very subtle. So we'll have to decide, but it is very pretty, don't you think? So there's one part done. It's ready to go. See, it didn't take that long. I find this incredibly relaxing. And I also find that is manageable mixed media. So if you are newer and say you, like I said, you don't have to have 8 different stencils that you're using. You could do everything with one. And I think that could be beautiful. Like imagine a script and everything is a different color, but with a script could be really awesome as well. So we have our stack of rainbow colors. And now I'm going to go into the metallics. And I have an idea here that I think will be fun. We're going to try. So I am going to take my sheet and let's go in first with a wet technique. And I'm cutting this in half only because we're going to do something fun. We're going to try something fun. See if it works. If not, we'll try something else. But I'm going to take gold glaze and I'm going to rub it on with my palette knife that I had here earlier. There it is. And this is going to be quick. We will let it dry. And then it'll be ready to go. So on one sheet, I am going to put a fairly thick layer of the gold glaze on. Needs to be pretty thick because you don't want it to dry too quick. And then I'm going to sandwich the two together. And we're going to pull them apart and see what kind of pattern it will make. Do it one more time. Just want enough coverage on the second sheet. So I am going to totally let that just dry like that. So it will look on our little rainbow cottages. I might put a little bit more. We might try this one more time. I'm going to put some on this side. So it is more coverage on both. We're going to try that one more time. Okay, so you want to pull it apart slowly. Don't leave it together too long because you don't want it to dry. Clean up around you so you aren't sticking your new sweater in gold. And then work it together and pull it apart. Oh, so good. So this is one of those things you just got to play with until you have enough contact. I love it. So now I'm totally going to just let that dry just like that. Can you see all that texture? So my gold roofs will have all of that lovely dimension and texture because it will dry just like that. Okay. And now I'll show you what we're going to do with the silver. I might end up doing this on both sides. Both sides. So once this completely dries, I might do it on the other side. So when you look underneath my roof, it isn't white. So I'm just moving these aside because they have to completely dry. And I also getting gold all over my white counter. So just a second here. Let me wipe that up. Let me wipe it up. Hi, Nicole. My friend Nicole Noasad is here. And if you are new and not familiar, you want to check out Just Nick Studio. Put a link, please, Nicole. She has free cut files going on for, I think, 12 days of Christmas giveaways. You're going to want to check that out. She has some beautiful stuff. Could you drag the art wedge through it? You could if you wanted to, but I like that suction pull. Any kind of texture that you create would totally work for this. And now for this next one, we're going to take a piece and we're going to take the silver glaze and we are going to burnish it to make it look like, it's going to look like a brushed silver. So I'm going to use that. Thanks, Nicole. So definitely go and check that out. There are some amazing free cut files. Nicole has beautiful cut file art. So you want to check that out. She is also my friend and one of my design team members. So let's see, because I did not look at what we did last time. Good evening, Carol. How are you? A question. Could you also put plastic wrap on top and let it dry? Or would the plastic stick? It won't stick unless you leave it on too long. As long as the medium is wet, you'll be fine. Jill, you're on YouTube and Nicole's on Facebook. It's called Just Nick Studio. Nicole, can you flip onto YouTube quickly and share your link there? Look at me being all bossy. Come on, Nicole. Can you go do that? Yeah, it's super helpful then if they're on there. Good night, Dawn. We'll see you later. So for this one, I'm going to throw, I have not opened this silver one up for a while. So it is starting to set. So I'm going to get a new silver one. This is an old one. Like we talk about, these mediums will not last forever. You need to use them or they will dry out on you. But because I have lots, I'll just grab another container. This one's brand new. That's what it looks like when it's new. like whipped. Okay. So I'm going to go in here, and what we're going to do is you want to work this. So you're going to pull it on lots of different directions. Let a layer dry, and you'll come in again. And as it starts to set up, I am going to be stocking my store with more of the mediums because I ordered all of them. I've a couple cases of all of them. I just, like I said, I needed a break. I have not done it because if I would have loaded it, it means I have to also fulfill all those orders. And so I will have it up for a week next week. I will fill those orders as soon as they come in, and then I'm going to figure out how to go on, and I will, closer to Christmas, take a break on my Shopify. So I'm just going in, and so at first, the layers that we're doing are very, very smooth. And then at the end, I'm going to put those partial drag texture ones on. So let me show you where we're at so far. Can you guys see? So it looks like a burnished silver. Okay. I'm going to keep layering here. Thanks. Thank you, Nicole. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to use my bigger palette knife or dragger. To be honest with you, now that I'm doing this, it's much easier to do this with your palette knife. I'm not doing it with that. Only because I'm not getting those like little individual pulls. It's just one big one. So I feel like you want them to be all different directions. So the smaller the piece you're working with, actually the better. So you have to layer this because if you don't, you're going to see the white shine through on the paper and it won't look silver. Okay, so when you get to the end, just kind of put lots of little detail, because don't forget the roof is, these houses are little, and I'll show you the dies again, but they're little. So if you don't have a lot of small texture, you won't see it. It'll just look like one little silver piece, which isn't bad because it'll still be pretty. But you do want all of the texture that you can get in different directions. Turn your paper, if that's helpful. As it starts to dry, you get even a better texture. And you could come back in here after that layer is dry, your first layer, and you could put another layer on top. Just drape my fingernail through that. So when that dries, it's going to be this pretty silver texture as well, okay? Just give me 1 second. I'm going to wipe my hands. I have silver all over them. We'll see you, Deb. So that is pretty much what I'm doing for tonight. Those are my bases. And I will be back on Tuesday. And it's going to be earlier. I won't come on a Tuesday at 8. It will probably be 6:30 on Tuesday. So I will do early supper. I'm coming right back. I just want to clean this off before it all gets hard and it will not come off. And I'll come over there and we'll talk about a few things. So where we're going with all of this, if you were not here at the beginning, is... Hi, Suzette. How are you? So I will probably do another layer on here once that dries. But now I will set aside that with the gold. So we have different textures for the roofs. Last year we did this. This was the wreath that we made last year. And this year we're going to do a rainbow version. Whoop. But we will make a platform. I bought this at Michael's. It will go like this, and our rainbow village will go on here. And then I also will be making a whole bunch of pieces of watercolor art in greens so we can cut leaves. So my homework, even though we've done all of our pieces for our rainbow, right? So we have all these pieces for the rainbow village. And like I said, you'll notice I did it on here. See how I made this softer by just going over with the same color? I will probably do it on all of them. So when I cut out my little houses, it won't compete too much. So we have our whole rainbow colors that we did. And on Tuesday, we will take these with the different roof colors and we will create little paper houses. Like I said, these are very small dies. These houses are tiny when they come out. Some of mine are going to be 2 stories, some are 1 story. This might have a little bit of a Dr. Seuss vibe once I get going with it. I don't know yet. I'll just go with it as I start building. Rainbow row, yeah, kind of like that, right, Norma? I love it. And then on this, I have a word that I'm going to put on here with maybe a banner. And then just on part of it will be leaves that I also will use a Tim Holtz set. I have the holiday greens. And all of these I've put in a link at scrapbook.com, but I will use those. Plus, I have a free cut file on vickybooten.com that is just like a holiday leaf as well. So that is what we'll be doing, cutting all of those. And then next Friday, we'll start assembling, because the building of the houses takes a while. The building of the houses takes a while to tape them all down and adhere them. I will get out my hot glue gun. Plus, I'll have different adhesives, and I will start making my whole little paper village, and then we will do the wreath. So that is what we needed to get done tonight, is the prep work. And then we will come back. I'm going to flip now. Hello, my friends. Hi. And then we'll come back and build the houses. So I will, again, to recap, I will do some very plain green backgrounds, and probably with a mix of cardstock to cut the leaf part out to go around my wreath. We'll look, because maybe we will do those like circle leaves again, because then everybody could participate in that. I have to decide. We'll do a couple versions of it. And then if you want to join me on Sunday at, what time did we decide, Karen? What did I say? 2 o'clock? Did I say 2? I think 2 p.m. Eastern time. I will be on YouTube, on my Vicki Booten YouTube, doing a Warm Wishes free layout class. Okay, so I'm going to be using the leftovers from our Warm Wishes event, but I'll just do it for everybody, 2 o'clock. So I'll see you on Sunday at 2 if you'd like to join me. And then I will be back on Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern time to start assembling the rainbow houses. And then next Friday at 8 p.m. again, we might go early. I might go early next Friday because it's a lot of work. So we might start early next Friday to start doing them. So there's lots of Vicki. Lots of Vicki is going to be around. So if you want to join me, if you want to make sure and check times, make sure you've joined the Vicki Booten Creative Community group page on Facebook, because everything will be posted there. And I'll try to share it all the other places, but it's a lot. It's a lot. I've got a lot of Christmas decorating to do. But it will be so much fun. We're going to have so much fun. So thank you so much for joining me tonight. I hope you get a chance to play along. I think that you won't be disappointed. And I will see you on Sunday if you decide to join me, or on Tuesday, or next Friday. And maybe another day if I decide to pop on there too. But thanks so much, friends. As always, you have filled my cup tonight. I love the company. Company crafting is the best, right? So have a wonderful weekend. I hope you get some time to get your Christmas decorations up, or spend some time with family and friends, or crafting, whatever fills your cup too as well this weekend. And we'll see you guys later. Have a wonderful weekend. And I'll see you Sunday, Tuesday, or next Friday, or whenever you can catch me again. So thanks. And as always, thanks, Nat, for helping me out with all the things. And thanks, Nicole, for popping on as well tonight. And we'll see you guys later. Bye. Have a great weekend.